almost there. The last thing we have to do before we adhere it is make sure that this page, this back end page, actually can go in the pocket. And that's just a matter of a little bit of trimming. And you'll see that on your page there for the instructions. We actually have to take this page and trim off a little sliver this way and a little sliver this way and a tiny little bit at the bottom so that it fits in nicely. If I leave it the exact same size, the paper is the same size as the pocket. It won't slide in. I have to trim a little bit off. This does not have to be measured out. Just make sure you don't cut the rest of your book when you do it. If you're worried about trimming off the rest of your book or doing something bad to your book, do this before you adhere the whole thing together. Just on the sides. Alright, so I'm going to trim a little off the sides. And what you want to do is you want to come down at an angle so it slips in there nicely. And then cut about 3/4 of an inch off the back. I'll fold it up so you can see how it's angled. So that's how you trim off at a little bit of an angle. So now this is going to slip perfectly into the pocket. Last step, putting the whole thing together. I'm going to slip the back pocket in, or the back page into the back pocket. There it goes. All right. That fits in there nicely. Basically, back page is done. And I'm just going to close up the entire book. Give it a good shake to make sure it's down in the spine perfectly. Once I'm happy with where it's laying, everything looks perfectly aligned, I lay it down. Very carefully open the front cover. I don't want to disturb anything. I'm not going to lay the front cover flat, however. I need to do it this way so we can see it with the video camera. I'm going to put my glue behind it. Oops, glue behind it so it doesn't fall anywhere. So I don't want it to move. And I'm going to very gently, without trying to move my pages. If you're really, really worried, get somebody else in here to put their hand down so nothing shifts. And I'm going to tape along the front edge very carefully of my first page, basically my end page. Oh no, my cover's falling. And then I'm going to, by holding everything shut, put my front cover back down and press. That way I know that my book is exactly where I want it to be inside. When I'm done, I lift it up and I have a completed book. So this is my front end page, which is adhered to my book board. And I can flip through the entire thing. It's all adhered. Everything's in the right order. I don't have any white slivers, top, bottom, or off to the side. That one's a bright one, isn't it? And then my last end page slips right in here. The other reason why we use that second end page is so that your pattern looks seamless. So it doesn't look like anything has changed. You don't get this like weird like solid pocket here. Make sure you use a second copy of your last end page.